Can't be ashy, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, gotta get right. I did hit the record button too. I'm sorry. You know what?
You know what? Cool. I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah, they caught me. You know, I caught myself. I'm the one hitting the button here. But you know what? It's all good, man. It's all good. That's where we are right now. You know.
Yes, absolutely. It really is where we are.
It is where we are. You know what? Community Coalition Show. Y'all know what time it is. This is episode 101. I'm gonna be honest. So like, I've been all over the place a little bit today. You know.
Before you keep going, what's up, David 2K, K Wilson, Community Coalition Show. If you know, you know. If you don't, you will.
You will. Them, him. You know,
her.
Yeah. I'm actually. How you feeling? I'm in a
feeling good, bro.
Good. I'm in a good mood. I had a rough day actually. Which actually it brought me to this point. It brought me to my text to you earlier.
That says a lot.
Yeah. Because like the day started off just kind of rough. You know, just family stuff, work. You know, it's Monday. Everybody going crazy.
Right.
You know, some stuff happened I ain't really like. So I was just down. You know.
Right.
Like not so. You know, like not like angry or mad or anything, but just kind of just like. Felt a little, I'm not gonna say stress, but just pressure.
Right.
You know, I was just feeling it, aggravated. And it's funny. I'll say this is gonna sound crazy, but like, so I actually had to be out. I came back home, and I was like, I'm hungry. Let me make a sandwich, right? So I'm sitting there.
Always a good go-to.
Always a good go-to, you know. But it gave me a time to just kind of think for a second. So I'm making a ham and cheese. I ain't gonna front. You know, and it got me thinking. It took me back to, I don't know why I got to this thought. I was thinking about a young man I used to work with. Back in the day, if y'all don't know, I used to work with really the rough of the rough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say these are bad. I'm not gonna say these are bad kids because these kids are putting us in some bad situations. But it took me back to this young man in particular.
It's a great way to put that.
Yeah, because they were so like. I'm not gonna say his name, but. I will tell you the story real quick. And this is how I got full circle. I used to work with this kid, probably about 15 years old, from Baltimore, right? This kid had been in some rough situations. And he had gotten in some trouble, got sent to us. And so, I mean, when he first came to us, real quiet. Real quiet. Used to always, had like this lean to his head where he kind of like his arm was always close to his body. You know, it was always kind of lean a little bit. So we know what was wrong with him. Like this kid real quiet, you know, you don't know about him yet, you know? Like I said, these kids was rough, but over a couple of weeks, he got to open up. He started talking to us. And then also because sometimes their files come a little late. We don't get all the information. And then, so everything started coming together. So long story short, this was a kid who was pretty much living on the streets. Him and his brother were living on the streets of Baltimore. Okay. Fam out the picture, all of them gone. Either in the streets themselves, locked up, jailed, the whole nine. Yeah. This young man got into some stuff with his brother. They pretty much got into a gunfight. Brother got shot up, died in his arms. His older brother died in his arms, right? He watched him die in his arms. And in the process, he had gotten in trouble. He had pretty much got locked up himself, got sent to us. So this kid's coming to us with this trauma. We didn't know until he got to a point where he started trusting, he started opening up. He trusted, so he starts telling us these stories and stuff like that. And he was still real quiet, talked real low, you know. And coming to find out later on, I told you I used to hold his arm close to his body. I remember one day he had like a beater on, a tank top on. I remember one of the other staff noticed, like, what's that mark on your arm? He was like, oh, it ain't nothing. He downplayed it. Like, it ain't nothing. I'm good. And coming to find out a couple of weeks later, again, he started opening up, started trusting. In the gunfight with his brother, he had gotten shot in the arm. and he didn't tell anyone. So he's literally walking around with a bullet in his arm for months at this point. And he was in excruciating pain because he never got treated for it.
Right.
So finally this comes out. We try to get literally, and you could see it was like a mark in his arm. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a big caliber or nothing, but he got shot.
Right.
And so I say all that.
Please tell me that the bullet wasn't still in the arm.
Yes. So he's literally walking around like his arm like stiff the whole time. We thought it was like, we didn't know if it was like a medical condition, like a birth defect or something.
That's not good, especially because like if you don't take that out immediately, then like your arm is going to heal around the bullet.
And that's what started to happen.
Man.
So like literally months. So finally he opened up, allowed us to get treated and everything like that. So I said it to say in months' time, this kid started to open up, becoming a different kid. Mm-hmm. And he went from, I'm talking about, think about that story, how hard that was.
Yeah.
And to the point where, you know, he started getting help. He allowed himself to get help and treated and you know, allowed to talk to people and really start working through this, you know?
Right.
And I remember he was still there when I actually left. Mm-hmm. And I remember by the time he left, we're talking about, he's probably there a year and some change. Mm-hmm. This was one of the funniest kids I had met. Funniest kids I had met. And it wasn't that like he wasn't one of those outgoing like crack jokes. Mm-hmm. It was the subtle things that he did. Right. And he had this smile. And those I remember
those are the I feel like those are the best.
And I'll be honest, like I remember once he started smiling. And I think about his smile now. It almost kind of makes me emotional. I was thinking about it as I was making this sandwich today. Like, it was infectious. He had like this grin to him. And his smile, it was almost like someone who had learned how to smile. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, we all born with, like, we know how to smile, but it's like he didn't learn. It's almost like it felt like he didn't learn how to smile till later on in life.
Wow.
So it's kind of like this like half grin, like, like his body didn't know how. But right. We could tell when he started doing it, it liked it. It was like, I like this feeling, you know?
Right.
And so this kid started smiling. And it was infectious. And then I remember, like, it was one of the other things is because his vocabulary. Mm-hmm. And so he wouldn't call things by, like, the proper pronouns. He wouldn't say, can I have one of those? Or can I have this? Or can I have that? He always said him. And he's like, let me get one of him. I want that him right there. That's nice. I like him, and he's talking about like a piece of fruit or something. He like him. I like him right there. Like,
I like that.
And then, so that stuck with me over a while. So even now that I still find myself doing it. Like, yeah, let me get one of him. Like,
yo, I've heard you say.
I'm saying that.
I've definitely heard you say that when we were out.
It because it came from, it was so infectious. Like. All of the adults, we loved it so much. So like we would like love it when he did it, like because he'd be like, "Yeah, let me get one," and he had this coolness about him. Mm-hmm. It was like this low key kind of like slick cool. He'd be like, "Yeah, let me go ahead and get one of him." Mm-hmm. This is a 14-year-old kid who had all this personality, right. And so this kid is always stuck with me. I'm talking about this is like 15 plus years later.
Man.
And I was thinking about him as I'm making this sandwich, right?
Right.
And it brought me to a place I said, dang, I'm having a rough day. What about him? Literally him. And I think about kids like that who have gone through so much, the undescribable trauma.
Right.
But to come out of that and still be able to smile. Yeah. And so it got me to a place I said, what I'm going through ain't nothing.
Yeah,
ain't gonna do nothing compared to what he went through.
Yeah, that's the thing you start thinking about. It's like, especially when you're having a bad day, and then you start thinking about like the people around you or the people that you've encountered, and you know their story, and then you start thinking, man, I can't imagine what that must have been like.
Yeah,
and then it becomes. I guess I'm not having that bad a day because it could be a lot worse.
Yeah. Could be a lot worse. Could be walking around with a bullet in my arm for months.
For months.
Watching my brother die in my arms in a gun battle on the streets, literally. Like the stuff we talk about on TV. So I'm like, what the hell? No, get yourself together. Come on, pick yourself up. Let's go. Let's go. And so one of the things I did, this bridges me to the next point where I got to text you. Because of course I'm sitting there eating my sandwich at this point. Now I just get on my phone.
How was the sandwich?
It was okay. I'm not gonna lie, I've done better. I'm not gonna front. Like it was all right, but I mean I was hungry, so I was crushing it anyway with some yogurt because I tried to balance it out with some yogurt. But like, so I'm like on my phone, you know, scrolling through like Instagram and stuff, and it brings me to one of my favorite comedians.
Ooh,
it brings me to one of my homies, man. Davis.
Yep.
I don't care. Like them videos are hilarious. Them videos. So as I'm watching this, so I'm not gonna lie, this happened. I'm laughing. Like, and I'm laughing and I start crying at the same time.
Man.
Like I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I cried. I'm in tune with my emotions. I don't care. But at first I didn't know why. So I'm just sitting there like, God, but it was like, you know, it's okay. Like I just had that feeling like I went from feeling really beat up, crummy, to like, I'm good. It's okay. And because you know, and the like video is hilarious. It took my mind off it for a little bit. Right. Then I found myself going to Haha's page and watching old videos of his and stuff. And that's when I texted you and I was like, yo, like, I don't know if these dudes are getting enough love.
Right.
I don't know. Like when I'm talking about these dudes, him.
I already know what this episode's gonna be called.
Him. But you know, all these dudes out here now that we see on YouTube, on Instagram, these comedians,
right?
These guys are hilarious, man.
Yeah,
and they're creative.
Yep.
And so again, I'm watching this video, and that starts taking my mind to a totally different place. Right. And I start thinking about my people and all this stuff back again, and it's like that's when I text you, and I'm like, yo, we gotta talk about it. I'm watching it, so I'm just like, I wanted to gauge the temperature, like.
Right.
I don't know if a lot of these YouTubers, these Instagrammers, these comedians, these guys who have kind of sprung up over the last couple of years. I ain't gonna say last. It's been a couple of them been out for a minute now. Right. You know, years.
Yeah, definitely.
And they've gained they're doing big things.
Right.
You know,
especially even during the pandemic. Like,
oh man, yeah.
They've definitely like lifted my spirits, especially because. And I hate to say this, but like on Instagram, like I scroll for hours. Like I'll definitely spend an hour just scrolling on Instagram, liking stuff, reposting stuff, watching stories.
I don't think there's any wrong. I mean, I think we all, especially during the pandemic, I think we all did.
Man, and real quick, the sad thing about that is that my phone keeps telling me, oh, hey, you used your phone this much more this week, this much more, how many hours, this many more hours, and I was just like, I might have a problem.
Nah, I think we were all in the same boat. Especially
bro, I definitely have a problem with that.
I was trying to, you know, help you out there, bro.
I already know I have a problem with that. So,
but I think you know it is. Like I said, early pandemic when we were still kind of sitting home and everyone's schedules changed. I know I definitely did, and you know, and a lot of these dudes. That's what I was doing. I was watching. You know, I don't really like. I scroll for a little bit, and the scrolling starts to piss me off because I start to see stuff that annoys me. Yeah. But I get caught up watching the videos. Right. And so a lot of dudes who I kind of like casually watched. Oh, this video's cool. This video's funny. And I remember like early pandemic, then I started going to actually like their YouTube channels. And I got to see the bulk of their work, the stuff you don't really see on like Instagram and stuff. And I started checking out them. And then like a lot of them got like these little series now. They got like shows and stuff now that I hadn't really watched before because I would just catch the clips and, oh, that's funny, cool, keep scrolling, you know?
Yeah.
And so I started paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
I really like a lot of these guys.
Yeah,
You know,
they've really built their followings,
yeah,
and they keep putting out content. So, and the content is still good to this day.
yeah,
So
yeah. And I like that they seem to be successful off of it.
right,
I like,
absolutely.
yeah, I like that this looks like an avenue
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of our especially young black
Mm-hmm.
entertainers and comedians and things like that. And a lot of these guys are
Right,
and women. Let me say that too.
right.
I know we're talking about the guys, but um, there's um, there's black
Yeah.
people, because there's some funny women too out there. I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
absolutely. Yep.
I love it. And it just seems like it's an avenue. It's a real
Yeah.
track. It's an avenue. They really out here making it. It's funny. We talk about the YouTubers a lot.
Yeah.
Like the ones who like play games and do reviews and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But these guys are just as successful. These guys are just
Absolutely.
as good. So like,
If not more,
yeah, yeah,
especially
uh,
because you get to see a direct result that quick.
yeah. So I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
And I just a lot of them just the creativity.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like I guess because social media you have a lot of freedom. You can pretty much create what you want.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these people, a lot of them they've created their styles and their lanes and their followings and their sayings. And you got merch all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, this is cool to me. So, whereas traditional comedians and stuff like that, from back in the day before this, we have our comedians, they do stand up. And then the next big thing was to like go to movies or do like TV shows and stuff. That was like the thing. That was like the track.
Yeah.
And now I look at this as a whole other avenue.
Mm-hmm.
And it even seems a lot of them have kind of, I look at like the Kevin Hart's.
Right.
Who, Kevin Hart's one of the biggest stars in the world. But Kevin Hart still comes back down and does some of these videos too.
Yeah.
Even if it is on a social media page and stuff, like he still has a presence there.
Right. And he's doing his thing with his app now.
Yeah.
And like he has a podcast that him and his crew are doing. It's pretty good.
Yeah. See? And so like everybody's taking advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I like, for all the things social media isn't,
right,
and all the things we've talked about, we've documented on this podcast.
Yeah, we definitely have.
We have. Just to me, just thinking about it, going through this again, it was like a bright spot. It was like, this is one good thing we get out of this.
Yeah.
This is one thing I've definitely benefited from and enjoyed, and it's been entertaining.
Absolutely.
And it's actually, I didn't really watch a lot of YouTube videos until like the past year.
Oh, I definitely have.
Yeah, I know you're a YouTuber, because I also feel like
I'm a YouTube junkie, kind of.
Yeah, and I wasn't really, but I think since the beginning of this year, for real, I watch a lot more YouTube. I am. I'm
say that you watch more YouTube than Instagram and like Twitter?
No, I wouldn't say that yet. What I will say, I watch way more YouTube than TV.
Okay.
At this point,
same here.
Like I still got cable in the house. I don't know why, but
yeah,
but
I'd be saying the same thing.
But like even like in my office, so I don't have a cable box down here.
Mm-hmm.
But I cast.
But you got the Chromecast like I do.
Yeah, so I just cast YouTube.
Yeah,
that's what I'm watching down here most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, then I catch like a game on like ESPN. I can kind of cast those things, but like occasional movie.
I did the same thing on my TV.
Yeah, so I'm like literally YouTube down here all now. Since I spend so much time down here, that's my go-to.
Right.
So I've literally been clocking hours on YouTube now. That's what, to the point where I thought about it. Like, can I really get rid of cable? Could I?
Yeah.
And then I ran the numbers and no, they still gonna rob me either way.
I mean, yeah, especially with all the streaming services.
Well, I still got to pay for internet, and they bundle it up, so
everything's bundled.
So the sad part is I wouldn't save much money. Saving $20 at this point is not even like worth it. Like, might as well just
Right.
keep them. So, but that's where I am. So, like,
Mhm.
I don't know. Like, I'm just so I was starting to put together a list because I'm like, how much do I watch?
Mm.
Then as I start putting like, and then oh man, as I'm still writing, like there's a lot of names I keep coming to, but I want to know like so because I want to learn from you too.
Mm.
Um, like who do you watch?
Okay, so especially with me in the past, especially in this past year, I've gotten really into producer videos.
Okay,
So you get to you get to just watch somebody like make a beat. So I've really gotten into Josh put me on to Kenny Beats
okay. I remember you telling me talking
on
about it.
Twitch, and
Yeah,
Twitch is definitely getting some of my money. So
Twitch. Okay,
yeah, like
Twitch has been yeah.
Twitch has been killing the game.
That's one avenue I haven't really gotten into yet.
Yeah,
I've seen like my
producers, DJs, like it's stuff like that I've really gotten into.
do you is it like subscription based? You have to pay for it.
For some of them, yeah. For if yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yeah, I do pay for a couple.
okay. So I know like my nieces because they're of that age, and sometimes either it's Twitch or they're on YouTube watching the Twitchers videos.
Mm,
Yeah, so
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that. Yeah, so it does. You know what? And it's funny. Like 2 years ago or so, you probably would have asked me. I'd have been like, oh, I don't see it. Like people
right.
watching people.
Because from especially with Twitch, people have said, "Oh, people watching people play video games." I don't get it.
Nope. And I learned.
That's so okay. Real quick, first of all, I mean, I to be like, I understand it. I understand that thinking, but also we watch other people do a whole bunch of other stuff. So how is this any different?
Which is true. And it's
Yeah,
not. It's not. I learned that.
yeah,
And I'm glad you said that.
mm-hmm.
Like we watch cooking shows.
Yeah,
Like I had to think about this for a second. We watch home improvement shows.
mm-hmm.
We watch these other things with skill sets and stuff.
Yeah,
And so once it wasn't like I said, my nieces really, my kids, they're starting to watch them now too. But my niece really put me on like, no, you gotta understand. Sometimes it's a game you want to play, you can't even play, you can't get to it, or they show different ways of doing it.
mm-hmm.
And also these dudes are entertaining.
Yeah,
Like the Twitch players, the video game, like they're
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
I give them that. I give them that. So I would sit
Absolutely.
down. I started sitting down with them. Like what you watching, what's going on. Like my daughters now they're watching people play Minecraft all
Yeah,
day. Um,
yeah. Like
and
I've definitely seen that on Twitch. Like you see people like it's with with Minecraft. Honestly, I didn't understand it, but you get to see people. It's literally building your own world,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I
and
watch it.
you definitely have to be patient with it.
You have to be patient. It's a lot of skill involved in that. And
Mm-hmm.
then they have worlds where you come in and you play with other people.
Yeah,
So, and then I watch them and then there's people who like play with dolls.
yeah.
So like that was the one that tripped me out at first.
Oh, I don't
I'm
know
like,
about that.
so there's this whole thing where it's like for example, Barbies. There's people like my cousin actually like where like they made it's like a YouTube channel.
Like a whole series.
Yeah, based on they're but it's not like they're just playing. It's like no, it's scripted.
Yeah,
It's like whole shows.
yeah.
And so I'm
It's
like,
like a sitcom.
it's like a sitcom. And again, like you said, it's just no different than watching
Modern
a, car-
Family.
a cartoon or something.
Right.
It's just their interpretation, their spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I learned that. Like there's this one joint the kids watch. It's called Cookie Swirl C. And the intro, Cookie Swirl C. like, and it's a whole channel. And it's like this girl, she has like the most high-pitched voice. And they're just playing with They're either playing online, like playing Minecraft or something,
Right.
but they've created houses and worlds and like sitcoms. And my kids watch this for hours.
Yeah.
Or these other YouTubers. Man, some of them like the other shows, the way they go deep. What's some of them like? I know the ones that have come out now for that game. What's the game that everyone's playing now? Where everybody's sus, and it's like the games where it's like you're trying to figure out who's like the killer or something.
The killer?
Yeah, damn, I can't. Not I hear
Among
all
Us.
this. Yes, so there's like a versions of Among Us where it's like actual people and they're playing it. Like there's a whole scripted simulation. No, I ain't gonna lie, kind of funny.
It is, and watching people play Among Us is super funny.
Yeah,
only because everybody is the people that are playing, like you can tell that they've known each other for a while and that like they just have good chemistry.
Yeah.
Then you throw in this game.
Yeah. And it's like it's like I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like
you're pretty much looking for the killer.
Yeah, but it's the group dynamic, and it's that's what makes it fun. Yeah. It's like I said, there's YouTube videos where it's like it's not the game, it's like these. I'm not gonna say adults; they're probably like teenagers.
I mean,
but it's like a human interpretation of the game. So they're like on a boat and they're playing through it. So it's like a series of them, and it's like
that's awesome.
They got different colors on, like they're going through it. Kind of funny. So,
but also I want to say that it's not just with the I guess it's like a live action type thing.
Yeah.
I guess though, like I've seen kids and adults play this game.
Yeah, no, I've seen everybody play.
Yeah.
I was late until I went over my cousins, and like everybody was over there playing it, and there's a bunch of grown folks, and I'm like, I get it though. So I've definitely come around on this stuff. I see the value in it. And I've like I said, there's so much there. I'm just with it. I'm with it. So I subscribe to a lot. I watch a lot of the educational stuff. I'm a geek on YouTube. So I'm watching videos of like World War II and scientific stuff and things like that. I watch a lot of those things. Because there's a lot. So I'm all over the place, and then I get like my comedians and stuff. Even there's a guy, young black guy, who does a lot of cell phone reviews. Marquez Brownlee, who's actually at this point damn near world renowned.
That's how you do it.
And he's one of the ones I've been watching for. I remember saw him, he was a kid. He's probably like mid-20s now. But I mean, this kid, when he was started off, he was like 16, 17. With the school, he's probably one of the top tech reviewers in the world at this point. And I like watching his videos. He's sharp. His stuff is clean. It's well made.
Right.
He gives honest. Yeah. He's one of the best. One of the best. Yeah. And he gives an honest opinion.
Right.
Real genuine, honest opinion. I like this guy. I like watching his stuff. If y'all don't know, I'm an old cell phone guy. I used to sell cell phones when I was a kid.
You hear that? I used to boost cell phones.
Yeah. Actually,
I was kidding.
But at one point, I actually worked for a cell phone company. I was a manager of a Singular store. If I don't remember Singular.
Wow, Singular.
Right before they were bought by, I think AT&T it was. Yeah. Like, so I actually like that was my thing in my early 20s.
No, I'm just playing.
I mean, you gotta know how to do it, but it's hard now. But
yeah, let me say a name that like only you and me and a few other people will understand.
Oh Lord,
Kyocera.
Kyocera phones, yeah. I had a couple of those.
Right. Like, do you like a lot of people don't remember Brick Attack?
The Brick Attack, Kyocera phones. Yeah. Them old Nokia joints, Nokia Brick that was the most indestructible phone ever. Like, okay, I go back. I remember the early days of cell phones.
Yeah.
I remember cell phones before they had color, before they had ringtones, before they were keypads,
right?
Before they were minute plans. Like literally,
free nights and weekends,
all that. I go back. So all of to say, like watching him, like I just like to see one sharp young black man
Absolutely.
who's doing his thing and he's making a lot of money,
Yeah.
making a lot of money on YouTube, and I like it. I like seeing it, you know. And to me, he's one of like the pioneers of that field, where it's like really
Right.
getting phones, reviewing them to the point where the cell phone companies are paying attention to this
Yeah.
guy.
Not
Yeah,
only that, they'll
yeah.
like if they get that big, then they'll be sending stuff to him.
Oh,
And
they
like,
sent he gets them all and he reviews
yeah,
them, and his word carries weight.
right.
Wait,
And
when he
then
yeah
on top of that, they I'm guessing he'll be the type of person to do giveaways.
yeah giveaways, his merch and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
his shows. Like I said, if you get a chance, it's just good, clean stuff. It looks good. He's
Right.
very technically sound. I think he went to school for that. Like so, like
Mm-hmm.
they're good videos to watch.
Right.
Good stuff. If you want to know something, he gives good information. He also does a podcast too. I started listening to that. Like I said, I'm proud of just to see the young black excellence.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys, you know, just
Absolutely.
young black excellence. Um, so I mean, so I know you watching a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, who are some of the comedians you're watching?
Right now, I've definitely been on Clayton Thomas, CT,
Oh yeah,
TCT all day. Like
yeah. I forgot.
all of his skits are top tier. And not only that, did you know he has a TV show?
I didn't.
Yeah, he has a TV show on Bounce TV.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's him, his wife, and then like they just have like it's literally a sitcom. I
Okay.
don't remember the name of it right
Yeah.
now.
Because I
But
don't watch Bounce TV.
yeah.
But
But like it's him, a bunch of his friends, all the people that are usually in his skits on the show.
okay, that's what's up. That's, again, putting your people on. That's
Putting
another
your
thing.
people on. And
Yep.
it's amazing.
Yep. So I started because like I didn't realize there was so many. Like I said, I
Oh,
was talking.
haha, Davis, definitely.
Haha. Yeah. Haha is just. I don't. I think it's just is his words sometimes. He's just
Right.
naturally funny.
He is.
He's just funny, but I like his style. I thought it was going to get old after a while, and it hasn't. You know, some of the things he says, like now he still finds a way to make it work. He does.
Right.
That's one of my guys, man.
He do.
Yeah. Shout out to Haha. I gotta bring up my homie, Dulo.
Oh
I
man.
am Dulo, man. That's my talk about being proud of someone, man. I'm so proud of him. I think I've told this story before. I remember having a conversation. Had a conversation with him before he started pursuing we went to school together and stuff. So like, you know, to see him now, it's like,
and that's crazy to me.
Yeah, like to see him now, it's like he's funny. I don't know where that came from. I don't remember being that funny. Like, but this is a skill. Yeah.
When you tap into that market, especially, like he has the accent on point. He has all of our struggles on point. Like stealing meat out the pod. Like there so many I've heard so many stories about like just friends being like, oh, so I got in trouble. My mom caught me stealing meat out of the pod. And it's just like it's really the way that we've grown up, especially as like first generation Americans. It's like because you have to have that like it's like you have that traditional sense in you, but also you're growing up in this new generation.
Yeah.
Where we may not I'll say it like this, that we don't play by all the rules that our parents taught us.
Yeah. You're trying to adapt.
Yeah.
With a new, balance, their culture, this culture,
Yeah.
There's always a middle ground, you know? Yeah.
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 Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's a hard. It's hard to balance it, but also once you find it, it's you'll learn how to navigate.
Yeah. So I think he's got those. I like his
Oh,
animal voiceovers too.
yeah.
Yeah. He does a lot of those.
His animal voiceovers are amazing.
With Funke. Oh man. Spice Adams is another one.
Yeah.
Oh, Spice Adams, man. Yeah, I'll tell you, like, it just enjoy that. Took me a while. I didn't realize he actually played in the NFL for a bunch of years, like, and then came out doing this. So I think I would love to know if he's been more successful on this side than actually playing in the NFL. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because he's doing well now. I'd love to see what that looks like. Yeah. Try to think.
Tony Baker.
Tony Baker's another one.
Yeah,
one of the originals. That's probably one of the OGs now.
Yeah, him and him to hear more. Kev on stage,
and them. Yeah.
Like that whole crew.
Yeah,
they've been amazing.
They probably, like I said, it's funny how they're probably like more of the elder statesmen.
Yeah,
almost to a certain degree. Yeah,
right.
I was thinking about I like Redo. Have you heard Redo Brown?
Yeah,
Megan Cat. Redo's hilarious to me. Some of them videos, and then like that whole little crew he has there.
Man. You know what, the one it's, I think it was the one of him dancing in the club.
Oh,
where he was it was him, the DJ is playing the bumping, and like he's trying to get over to the girl, and every time he gets closer, he starts playing a wax song.
You got it's a couple series he does. You gotta see this series. It's called Yo Said That, or You Said That.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
And if y'all haven't seen it before, it's pretty much the stuff you want to say to people, but you can't say. Like, it's like one skitty, like mother told him put up his hands. He's like, I ain't pulling up nothing. I ain't Urkel this mother. And his friend is like, you said that? And he's like, yeah, I said that. Yeah.
And then it shows what he actually said.
Then they actually think they actually have his pants are up here and he's walking out the house. Like, that's like, his stuff is funny. His stuff is just so, yeah. Like, I like his creativity.
CC has one like that. It's like, and you believe
him? Yeah.
My man said he was going to this spot and with his friend. Oh, so his friend that he's like pipe off, like, and she's like, no, he's a faithful man. He's like, hey, let's go see. And then they go in, and either like dude's in the closet or old girl is hiding somewhere. And the funniest thing about that one is put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself.
Yep. My boys RDC World. Mark Phillips.
Absolutely. Yes.
Mark Phillips, and I was just watching, man. They just put out a video today. That joint was hilarious. It's like UPS drivers, Amazon driver, FedEx driver, beefing. They are hilarious. Like them, and they do a lot of stuff with some of the anime videos, the sports, the LeBron videos. Yeah,
bro, the
I'm
LeBron
36.
Videos. I can't keep doing this.
To the point where like LeBron and them even saw, they were laughing and they shot him out. Like, and that's cool too. You know,
you gotta hoop.
Yeah.
Anytime the playoffs start coming around, like that's my favorite part.
They go.
I'm excited for this one because I want to see what they're gonna do.
Kyrie, how you gonna do this to me, Kyrie? Oh, I even like his, and then like the diversity in their videos too. Mm-hmm. Like I said, they do a series called Anime House, and I'm not a big anime dude, but I've watched a couple of them, but they're just funny. They little takes on anime stuff.
The anime stuff, like It was the one where with all the weapons.
Yeah, it's like the what was like. Why is it always the blind dude or something like in the
Right.
in the anime? Yeah, or the old dude's always the strongest
Yeah.
dude.
And dude with the paper, it's
Yeah,
like it's like, oh, what you gonna do with that paper? Yeah, every time I fold this, you one of your bones is gonna break.
he's
Dude
like,
said, what?
he's like, yep. Um,
uh
yeah, them. I just like, and I like it's his whole little crew. You know, you can tell they're friends.
yeah,
Everybody put on. I like stuff like that. I like what they're doing.
absolutely.
Juhan Jones. That's another dude, another local legend.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, he's
I
from
thought,
here?
yeah, DMV guy. Yeah,
Wow, I didn't
yeah,
know that.
yep. I know they're all out in like Cali now though.
Yeah.
But he had a couple like his YouTube videos hilarious. He had a couple. I'm talking about like series, like seasons. It was this joint called "You Hitting That," and it was a whole like episodes, and it was about like him and like
I
his
remember that one.
roommate.
Yeah.
Him and his roommate, and like they weren't like it was a roommate situation, and it
Right.
started like, getting a little messy. Then he had what was the joint like the girlfriend, like that crazy ex-girlfriend, like the evil girlfriend or something. But even what was that called?
I don't remember exactly,
but
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was that. I watched them joints like it's suspense.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? What?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen next? Like I give them they were well made. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
I just love seeing these guys, get their equipment and stuff out there.
Yeah.
So
and can we just for a second we gotta explain something. This stuff isn't easy.
Nah, man. No.
Like you gotta write this stuff out. You gotta have a script. You gotta find locations. You gotta find actors.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's why a lot of them work together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this is one. What's his name? Cornell, who works for like Redo and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're hilarious. Like when you could tell they work together. They're all friends. There's chemistry there. Right. Like you need. Yeah. You're shooting shows.
Yeah.
Literally. Like
they have new stuff every week.
Yeah. This is a lot of work. And again, that's another point you make up. Like, so think about it. Like, you're shooting mini films,
pretty much.
Which means, and if you ever watch some of the like clips behind the scenes and bloopers and stuff,
yeah,
they got legitimate cameras, they got legitimate lighting.
They do.
Be a little staff, like this isn't just somebody walking around with a camera phone. Like they invested into this stuff, and it's good. Now these dudes are making money; they can afford this stuff. Like these are productions, and I think
Kevin on Stage has a whole studio now.
Yeah, and I think we have to. I want people to understand that, and that's why I know some of cats like old me, some of the older cats. It took us a while to really get that. Like I said, when you think of YouTube, we used to think of YouTube as, like I said, people just run around with their camera phones talking in their phones all day.
Right.
And it really wasn't really Marcus Brownlee. And I watched him come up and again, bought a studio, hired staff, multiple videos, editing, the editing process alone.
Yo, if you've never had to sit down and edit a video, it's the most it's such a long process.
There's a reason why the Community Coalition show doesn't have a beginning or end on these YouTube videos, because I put it on the podcast. The podcast has a little intro, and I don't have the time to be editing these videos. Sorry, I ain't got Scream Man and Parks and them editing my videos like the Joe Budden podcast. I ain't got it. But for real, but also
going through this to them though.
Yeah, but
because this stuff, especially at my school, there were whole majors for this stuff.
Yeah,
there are whole majors for movie, motion picture, and television. There's a whole music and sound design major. There's a whole broadcasting communications major. like people go to school for this stuff to learn. And once you know how, and the good thing about our school is that like they try to teach you to the best of their ability. They try to teach you everything about the industry.
Yeah.
And once you have that information, they say, okay, so now I need you to do this, this, and this. And like once you get those fundamentals, you're able to make a product.
Yeah. Yeah. But I say, think about like, I even imagine a lot of school, the track was always, think about it was limited.
Mm-hmm.
Movies, you go on the television.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had to go down one of those paths.
Right.
And there's been so many jobs there, you know?
Yeah.
Now with the whole digital world, social media world,
Mm-hmm.
look at how many jobs are probably opening up and being created.
Right.
And these dudes we talking about, they're making money.
Mm-hmm.
They're paying for staffs.
Right.
Like these dudes, they like, you know, this stuff ain't cheap. You know, think
It's
about
not.
that, which is a beautiful thing for me. So like now you're giving a whole bunch of people opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
creating some jobs here.
Yeah.
You know, I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. You know, so again, people, if you're listening, watching it, go check out some of these videos.
Yeah.
If nothing else, these are whole productions.
Absolutely.
You know, some of these are better than the sitcoms you're watching. My
A,
opinion.
a
Look,
lot of them are better than the sitcoms.
they're better than the movies we watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And the sad thing is that they could all be shot on a phone.
could be. I think about how much I've shot on my phone.
A lot of them have been, but
yeah,
like,
or
yeah.
even I mean, if you got 500 for a decent camera,
mm-hmm.
you can make it happen.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you can make some stuff happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know some of their cameras, they're not $500. They probably a stack or two. Absolutely. You know, but that's because I mean, think about. I know some of these guys. I'm talking about making millions.
Yeah.
In revenue. You know, like this is their work. This is what they do.
Yep. And then also on top of that, they're able to get sponsors. They're able to get like certain people in their videos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like this is legitimate. So they putting the money behind it, like getting what they need and stuff. Like
right. Like it's the definition of self-made.
Yeah, yeah. And so, you know, I think more, like I said, the more I think about these things, it makes me respect them even more.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, I went from, like I said, in the last 2 years, being someone like, oh, this is like a like hobby type stuff, but these are, and that's why, you know, it's become important to me to subscribe to the people I like.
Yeah.
To like the videos of the people I like, because that's our support. That's what's going to keep them going. Them numbers are important, y'all. Absolutely. You know, look, I'm even going to say this for our own network.
Yeah, subscribe.
I just put out some stuff like,
yeah, subscribe to us, hit that like button, like share with your friends. Like it does a lot for it does a lot for us. Yeah. It's simple, very simple acts. Mm-hmm. But those numbers, those data, that stuff is important for the people that are really trying to do it. Right. That's how they start earning revenue and things like that. Yeah. So and if also, you don't, it's free. Yeah. To hit like, to hit retweet, that's free. And even comment. Yeah. Like I sometimes I just put the little laugh emoji. Mm-hmm. Just to let them know, hey, fam, we see you. Mm-hmm. You know, they on social media, like the picture on social media, like it on social media. You know, like those are small things that go a long way. Right. But it's just showing support to the people. Like I said, we'll put support in other things. You know, we'll buy tickets to go to a game. We'll buy tickets to go to a concert. Yeah, we'll put up money to watch a movie. Mm-hmm. But this is just free for us. Just know that, like, okay, especially with the movie, everybody watches movies. Yeah. Everybody watches TV. There are people behind the scenes that work so hard to make sure that you get to watch what you want to watch. Yeah.
I mean, a movie
Like that's
alone.
a whole job.
Watch the credits at the end of a movie next time.
Please.
Like, even if you don't know the names, like take the couple minutes to watch the end credits at the end of a movie. And I say
Right.
couple minutes because that's how long they are, because that's how many people have worked on that movie.
Right.
That goes back to also cancel culture too. And I was actually thinking about this. That's why I don't like cancel culture. Because let's say you cancel the star of the movie. One person.
Okay.
Couple hundred people also contributed to that movie. Maybe more.
That's a good point.
So because of that one person, now you're not allowing several hundred people not to eat off that.
Right.
No. Also, I separate the person from the art too. Like,
that's also like this person got canceled. Now I don't have a job.
Yeah.
Now the movie's canceled. Now the whatever is canceled. Now I'm out of work.
Which has literally happened.
Right.
I can think of a couple of them that were in limbo for a while. Who's been canceled recently? Who have we canceled?
There's a lot of people.
Yeah. Kevin Spacey, for example. I'll throw Kevin Spacey out there because if y'all know Kevin Spacey, he was doing a show called House of Cards.
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing this as an example. I'm not saying what he did was right or wrong. I'm just saying this is an example. He was doing a show House of Cards, a show I love actually. But between the 4th and 5th season, he got canceled.
Yep.
So the 5th season was in limbo. They ain't gonna know if they was gonna bring it back. They had to go back, rewrite, figure it out. But think about that. That's a TV show. Hundreds of people involved in that show.
Right.
You know, the whole network, the whole nine, everybody put money into this. They invested in this. It's a popular show. It's doing well. And, you know, because he was nasty, whole show. Luckily, they were able to salvage that.
Yeah.
5th season wasn't as great, but they made it work. They tied it up.
Right.
But a lot of other shows
that was the ending season, right?
Yeah. And I don't know if it was going to be the end of the season if he hadn't did what he did. They probably could have got a couple more seasons out.
Yep.
I know this is going to come up when we, you know, I know in another one of our podcasts, we got a Bill Cosby movie coming up.
Do we?
Yeah, Uptown Saturday Night.
Wow.
And I'll be honest, I did it for a reason. I did it on purpose.
Man.
Because it's an old Bill Cosby movie. And we all know what happened to Bill Cosby. But so again, this is just me. I know people are not going to agree with me. Again, it's a good movie. Not this, that. 2, Sidney Poitier don't deserve. He was a co-star of that movie.
Man,
he did just as good of a job. Everybody else in that movie, all the actors, actresses, and then all the one behind the scenes.
Right.
Nah, man, I want to acknowledge them too. I'm sorry. I know what Bill Cosby did, but he's a small piece of that production. So nah, I ain't go. Nah. I know, like, I ain't gonna throw other artists, rappers, and stuff out there. I feel like we cancel somebody.
The one person I want to throw out there.
Who you gonna throw out there?
Oh man,
who you think? It's probably might be the same person I'm thinking.
Daniel Caesar.
I wasn't thinking Daniel Caesar. I'm thinking R. Kelly.
Oh, we're not going that far. No, we can't. I don't think there's a way that we could clean that up.
I could. I'm not, and again,
you know what? If you can, I think we need to say that for our music podcast.
Okay, good point. But okay, so Daniel Caesar to a lesser degree. Okay. First of all, I don't even remember what he did. And this is another way we probably.
So Dawson and I were talking about this.
What did he do?
He was capping for white women.
So okay. and this is a whole other podcast in itself. I don't even know why I'm going on this road, but at some point,
Mm-hmm.
when do we separate the man from the art?
Mm. Let
So
me ask you this question.
yeah,
We're at a wedding. We're having a good time. First dance. Get You comes on. Someone's like, oh no, we can't play this song.
get you Daniel Caesar,
Yeah.
which is still in my playlist.
I'm not going as far as to say that.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Like, okay, so I'm gonna put it like this. If we were all judged by the things we did, if we were all canceled for some of the things we might have done or the mistakes we might have made in our past,
yeah,
who would have a job?
Nobody. I wouldn't have a job. You wouldn't have a job.
Also,
like,
so that's my first point.
Second, our parents probably wouldn't have jobs.
Nobody would. Everybody would be canceled. Because why?
If you go into someone's past enough, anybody's past.
Big enough, everybody's canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's canceled.
Absolutely.
Ain't none of us clean. For the stuff that people are getting canceled for now,
yeah,
get out of here. Like if that's what you're getting canceled for, your whole profession, I'm gonna lose money. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't respect that. Like now, R. Kelly, a little bit more egregious. But man, is he locked up yet? Did they lock him up? Is he in jail? Like, I don't even know what it is. But
I don't even know.
But okay, he might be in jail. Like a little bit different. Like I see people not supporting that because we're talking about real criminal activity at this point. Yep. I kind of get that. But words, whatever. Also, what was my second point? I
think I got you. It's not that serious.
That's another thing. Sometimes it's not.
Well, I mean, for some offenses.
Well, that's what I said.
Okay, for some offenses, it's been straight up ignorance. People just not understanding like what's going on.
Yes, which can be forgivable.
Right.
It could be like,
but in that same vein.
But again,
there are people that will do it just because they don't care.
Some people don't care, but is that enough to mess up someone's livelihood? That's where I get to. Like, let somebody come after y'all livelihood for some of the things y'all do. Some of the things you say behind closed doors. Also, too, why do I care what celebrities do?
Yeah, that's another thing that
I don't care.
I've really had to look at myself, and I was like,
I don't care what Daniel Caesar says or does outside of a music booth. I don't. Like go do you. You are a whole human being. You're an individual. Like I said, if you measure your artists, measure your celebrities for morality, there wouldn't be artists.
Right.
Our art most of the time comes from dysfunction.
Absolutely.
Created from dysfunction. Go find a sane artist. Go find one. Good luck. I'm not holding my breath.
Look at, you know what? Go back to, no, not even. Okay, everybody. Go back to one of Chance's, I think it's his third project.
Oh, you're going to Chance.
I am.
Okay, Chance is.
Look at
Chance at the very bottom of my list.
Acid rap.
Yeah. No. Let's talk about some big boys here.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's talk about Michael Jackson.
Ooh.
You gonna cancel him? Good luck. No. Let's talk about Prince. You're not canceling him either. No.
Wait on. What was they were trying to cancel Prince?
Prince walked around the hills for 25 years.
Okay.
Like, exactly. Exactly. So, what you got to say about Daniel Caesar? Good luck. Good luck. This is what I'm saying. So our artists, man, we see them do some stuff.
Right.
Like, ain't nobody say Michael Jackson held the baby out of the balcony.
His baby.
His baby off a balcony. But did his album sales drop? No.
No.
Because we have to separate.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All of us are human and none of us are perfect.
Right.
Again, let you say something at your little job, at your little 9 to 5, and somebody come up and say, nah, you gotta go, fam. You're fired.
Because not only that, you don't even have to say it.
Yeah.
Tweet it.
And then they say you're fired. But not only are you fired from this job, we're going to make sure that you don't get a job ever again in your life.
Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna make no money.
No money. We're gonna try to block you from making any money. Anywhere you go, we're gonna try to come up. We're gonna block. Right. We're gonna hate. That's what we're doing to people.
Yeah. It's sadly for some people. It's kind of funny,
and even like it is, but it's you think about it, it's dirty.
It's messed up.
Like I said, if outside of criminal activity, and then I'm also a believer too. Like, okay, what happens when you pay your debts to society?
I was about to say second chances.
You know, as a Black man, I have to believe in second chances.
Right.
Because we see what the criminal system does. We'll see what the system does to us.
Absolutely.
So if you're going to tell me that you're going to cancel me after I pay my debt to society, I got zero chance of making it out here now.
Yeah.
So not only you can cancel me in public opinion, which don't be fooled, it's just as important.
Right. And then not only that, don't be mad when so you've canceled me. Okay, let me try to do something different.
But that's what I'm saying.
If that thing starts working for me, why do I? First of all, I don't need you anymore. Second off, like, what you gonna do? I've left this space, and now I'm in this space.
And that's why that's another reason why I don't like the culture, cancel culture, because it's witch hunting. You're not really going after the act they did. Now you're attacking the person,
the
character, off of where's the rule book? Where's the guidebook that says what's right and what's wrong in this world? Because what I see around here is everyone does what they want, and then a small group of people don't like it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I can go back to y'all won't get me started. Black culture. Why do we glorify the drug dealers?
Because they have money.
How they get it?
By selling drugs.
To who? Exactly. So we glorify that.
Everybody.
In our culture, that's glorified. But I just saw, I don't know who it was. Like go back to Daniel Caesar. Really? Or who else did they? Chrisette Michele, I know at one point.
I don't remember what happened with her.
Did she sing it at Trump's inauguration or something like that? It was something like that.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like him, did we really just try to stop her from getting a bag? Like, who cares? Some of your favorite people have done way more heinous stuff in this world and gotten away with it. Let's not talk about who was out there at Epstein's little underage sex parties. A couple brothers was out there too. Don't be fooled, y'all.
Yep.
They still running these streets, okay.
Right. And if Making the Band was on today, people would not stand for that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like talk about behind closed doors. The stuff that we still allow to happen.
Right.
But we talk about somebody getting a bag. She didn't stop him. Like, she didn't elect him.
I
She
mean,
got a bag.
yeah.
She got a
I was about to say we don't know that, but also
no.
yeah.
Come on, because half the country voted for him. So
Yeah,
Chris Edmonds still didn't get him elected.
it's true.
So I'm not going. Will people do way worse for getting their bags?
Absolutely.
And there's not, and there's another thing. Be fooled by true, especially when we go back to Trump and all these people that were celebrities. They were his friends before he was president, and nobody batted an eye when they were friends with him before he was president.
Right. Not only that, they were encouraging him.
How many people were on The Apprentice? How many people used to go on The Apprentice show for the bag?
How many people have repeated the words "You're fired"
for the bag? Like they was friends. So like, let's not forget all that. I know we got some terrible stuff out of it, but like,
right.
You talking about semantics at this point. Good luck with that. Like, that's very narrow. Let's talk about the big stuff. Talk about bigger picture here. So I say all that to say, like, I don't know how
perfect.
Nobody's perfect. I don't even know how we got to this, but like,
yeah, I don't know either. But I was like, wait, hold on, how did we get here?
But
I think the moral of the story is nobody's perfect. We all have blood on our hands. We all
might chop this up to a whole nother pod. But but for real, like, so like, enjoy the art. Just enjoy the art and take it for what it is. Because sometimes it comes from dark places.
Absolutely.
It does. No one bats an eye when you have a singer of a hugely immense popular band that everyone suspects is probably suicidal, and then he actually does it. Kurt Cobain. I know we ain't talking about black people here, but I'm giving some examples.
Right. Chris Bennington.
Let's go back to R. Kelly.
Right.
Remember, we did try to cancel him one time before?
Yeah.
And then he came out with an album and everybody forgot.
Yeah.
Like the Boondocks said. Yeah, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that one almost 15 years ago.
Man. And I've gone back to watch that episode too.
Yeah. We knew. We knew. But when they're doing something we like, we brush it aside.
We look the other way.
Yeah. It's like the old saying, when the team is winning, no one talks about the problems because you're winning.
Right.
Not until the team starts losing where everybody has to start having issue. The problems were there. You were just winning, and everyone, so everyone was able to go with it because you were winning. No, still deal with the problems. So when you're, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah. That's more of the story.
Yeah. So I don't know. Let me stop, because you get me on these rants, and I'll go. Do we want to talk about the Bobs and Karens?
Okay, here's what I'm going to. Okay.
I know this.
I got this. So first of all, we skipped last week Bobs and Karens because we were having such a lovely time, such an amazing conversation. There was a lot of stuff that happened between then and now.
Yeah.
Right. Like the amount of stuff I've seen and the amount of stuff I've sent to you over the past couple weeks, it's not pretty.
It's not. So I think one thing we can say, nothing. They're still coming.
Yeah.
They're still. We're still seeing still these. It's funny. I was talking to my mom about this earlier. Like,
how's she doing, by the way?
She's all right. She's all right.
Cool.
Hanging in there. But it's like, I can't quite pinpoint if. And we know they want attention. I think it's a combination of things at this point. I think it's real hatred.
Absolutely.
Just like we talked about a couple pods ago, we know why. They don't want us here.
Yeah.
They don't like that we're in the situations we're in.
Right. But
And,
remember what we said about that. If we all leave, guess who's right behind us?
But they that's why the narrow-minded ones don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to do what they can to pick at us.
Yeah.
And really fuck with us. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then they use the police to weaponize the police to try to come back. Once we come back at them. Once we show aggression, then they play victim. Some of these look like mental health issues when I watch a lot of these videos. So I think about the combination of hatred along with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad cocktail already.
Along with attention seeking.
Yep, that's the third one. So you're mixing these cocktails. You're getting crazy people at this point.
You're mixing dark and light, and it's not gonna be a good night.
Not gonna be a good night.
We need to put that on the shirt.
Oh,
you're mixing dark and light. It's not gonna be a good night.
Write that down. We need to say that one. Yeah,
I got it.
Oh, that's a bar. Oh, but that's what it is. So then, now that we're recording it and everyone's aware and everyone's pulling their phones out as soon as possible, because they're so deep in it, they're so entrenched in it, they can't stop.
Right. Because
they've mixed, and this is part of the long night. So I think this is what we're seeing. I think this is what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
This is what they've been doing, and like I said, it's almost like it's a part of their culture. So I'll be honest, I see it all the time. So yesterday, finished the meeting. I was out on a rooftop at a restaurant, minding my business. Client had left. I'm by myself. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kick out here for a little bit.
Right.
It's nice. I'm having a good time. I'm by myself. I'm chilling. I'm where I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And older white couple just kept staring at me. So I have sunglasses on because it's the light. So I'm looking at them, and they just keep looking back, staring at me. And okay, it's older white man, older white. And I'm not, and I know they're thinking a couple things. It's either one, why is he here? Or two, does he play football? I know I get that a lot because I get it a lot, especially, I go out, a big black guy, everyone thinks I play football. So people will come up and ask me, a lot of people will come up and ask, hey, did you play football? Who'd you play? Did you play for the Redskins? Or the Washington football team? Whatever y'all call yourself now. But I get that a lot. So they're staring. And I don't know. It's just I can feel the awkward, here we go. It's awkward.
Did you say something?
No, because I'm sitting there, I'm sitting at my table. They were probably 10 feet away.
Okay.
So
I know that you're the type of person to say something.
I might if I'm I just wasn't feeling it. I'm in my thoughts, I'm chilling. I just kind of see it. So then the man gets up. And because I'm sitting on the edge, out looking out, and he gets up and he walks up to the front of my table just to look over. And then he kind of looks at me, and he turns around, goes back and sits down. The place wasn't that packed. There were so many other places he could have gone to look out.
That is super sus.
So one, I'm like, why are you getting mad close? This it's a woman in an open space. I'm in an open rooftop. It is not that many people there at this point.
Right.
And there was another ledge that was actually probably closer. So now I'm like, you really, now I feel like you just trying to irritate me. You're clearly trying to irritate me at this point.
Right.
And I don't know if you were trying to get a closer look.
That definitely gets me anxious.
Yeah. So for me, it feels like, okay, they're trying to get a response. So no, I'm not going to give you that response. So luckily my phone rings one of my homies. So me being me, I get on the phone. I start having a good time. So I'm like, you're not going to stop me. And the one thing I found with a lot of these people, again, they want me to get angry. They want me to say something. They want me to huff and puff so they can go cry victim. I give you the opposite. I'm going to piss you off some more because I'm having the best time of my life. I'm supposed to be here.
Right.
Y'all can kiss my ass for real. You know? So now that I can tell you mad now. You really mad. Why? Because I'm having the best time of my life. And I'm out here, and I'm not trying to be funny, but like I look good. I'm having a great time, doing what I want, and you can't stop me.
Talk that talk, King.
And that's what it is. So no, I'm not gonna let you stop me. I'm not gonna let you see me be irritated and mad because then you think you won. No, let me give you the opposite. Give me another drink, fam. I'm good. And that's exactly what I did. I'm good over here.
Absolutely.
Because that's what they doing, man. So I say all that to say, don't let them stop you. And I know, and like I said, I was talking about this with my mom, like, they out here calling us niggas. They out here calling us all types of crazy stuff. And yes, it is frustrating.
Right.
But I'm not going to give you that power. I'm not going to give you my power. Once I start acting irritated, frustrated, and I start beating on you and all this stuff, I just gave my power away. I know sometimes we want to. Sometimes you do. Like I said, I did. At one point, I wanted to be like, what you want? Like, what are you looking at? I was like, no, I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to give you that. Matter of fact, I'm going to take your power. I'm going to take your power in the form of your anger and stuff. I'm going to have a good time. You know what I was about to do? I was about to be a real jerk and order him a drink.
I was about to say, you should have just ordered him a drink and been like,
order him a drink. Like, this one's on me, fam. I got this one. You know what that probably would have did? His head probably would have exploded.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to do that next time. Like, get him a scotch or something. Tell him to calm down. Like, why? Because the black dude got it. You know? Also, you never know. So, yeah. So, we're going to record them. Keep recording them.
Right.
You know, we're going to keep doing.
Let's keep our foot on the necks.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
We have to. And they still out here wilding. They still out here doing crazy stuff.
In a pandemic.
Yeah. Because they don't care. They don't care. Like I said, their goal is to try to irritate and frustrate us and try to get us up out of here.
Right.
So they can get another stripe on their belt. You know, like, nah, man, I'm giving you that. I just sent you that one video before, like, what was that? Like, a man is handcuffed. They shot him a bunch of times. He's already handcuffed.
Oh, bro. I was so mad when I saw that one.
So, and it's scary. So
how do you handcuff somebody and then repeatedly?
We know why.
Yeah.
You know why. We know why.
Yeah.
There's no more. Like I said, ain't no more excuses. We forgot. We didn't mean to. No, you did. You did.
You hit him multiple times, so I know you meant to.
It was execution.
Not only that, there were multiple people taking shots.
That's execution. They stood back and they licked off shots on my man. Yeah. Right. You know why? Like I said, I can keep saying there's no more excuses.
There are no more
excuses. There's no more we didn't mean to, we didn't know. No, they know exactly what they're doing and don't believe the lies. Because all they are is trying to cover their back so they don't get in much trouble. That's what it is. So it makes them, you know, they don't look as bad, so we don't really wild out. I didn't know it was I thought it was my apartment. What were the other ones? I didn't know it was my house. You know, I thought it was my taser. Yeah, right.
I just wanted to check out the house.
Yeah. I thought he had a gun. No, you didn't. That's the story you came up with when y'all cleaned it up after you killed my man. You're like, how we gonna make this? Y'all huddled up and how we gonna make this sound good? That's what that was.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, there's so many videos now. I can't, like, you send them to me and I'm like, I can't even keep up.
Yeah. I barely keep up. And I'm just like, because it's pretty much every day now.
Yeah, yeah, multiple times a day. We getting crazy
Yeah.
stuff. So again, it's hard to deal with. It's hard to
Mhm.
it is. There's people out
It
here really
is.
struggling, and people out here really scared.
Yeah.
You know, it is. It's scary. Next thing you driving on the street, you see a cop car, you're like, oh man,
Hmm.
y'all don't know if they're gonna hit the lights on me. You know, so continue to keep on keeping on.
Right. Remember, the goal is to make it home.
Yep, get home, y'all. Get home. That's what we need to put on a shirt.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah. So all that. We're gonna finish how we started. And so, dang, this pod really, I didn't think it was gonna be the gamut of emotions. But yeah. So honor my little homie.
Shout out Sam.
I'm gonna keep doing it for him.
Right. That's him.
That's him. We know this is episode 101. We got 101 of him.
Right. One of him.
Him, man.
Let me get some of him.
Yep. So the next time y'all out, you need one of him. Ask for one of him.
Mm-hmm.
But also too, remember, no matter what you're going through, it could be worse.
Sadly, it can't be.
Like the little things we're going through in life, sometimes the ups, sometimes the downs.
Right.
Remember that story.
Yeah. And don't forget we gotta remember to celebrate the little victories.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say it again, for a young man
Mm-hmm.
who was still able to smile after so much trauma.
Yeah.
It motivates me. We can do it.
Yeah.
We can do it. So keep on, y'all. And
we're gonna be all right.
Yeah. And just remember, if you need it, there's help out here. Yeah. And that's okay.
Reach out.
Yep. And so it's like we wrap it always. You know where to find us.
Mm-hmm.
CommunityCoalitionShow.com.
Get vaccinated.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say something about that too, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's just do our part, y'all. Do all the things we're supposed to be doing to keep ourselves healthy. Shout out to Black Squirrel Media Network.
Black Squirrel.
Come to Black Squirrel. We still putting out stuff. Shout outs to all the entities and podcasts and shows that we got going on. There's some good stuff. I'm gonna shout out JJ Williams. I know she just put out a new hilarious video on her YouTube channel. So I just got to shout my girl out, part of the network. Go check that out. It's actually funny. Yeah. It's actually funny. I got a chance to check it out earlier. I just, like I said, creators, I love what they're doing. And I just love that we're able to kind of help them along in this whatever it is they're doing. So
don't forget to visit our merch store, get you a hoodie.
Yeah, get some merch.
Get you a shirt. Get you a shirt. Get you a hoodie.
Yeah, it might have put out some spring t-shirts or something. Yeah. So then, till next week, y'all. We in this thing. We out. Peace. If I can click it, if I can turn it off, then I'll be good.